Hello, guys. Welcome to our weekly review. Apologies for my bad throat and also a little bit for the sound. I'm traveling and I'm currently at my farm, so I did not bring my mic here. So the sound might be a bit off. But today is the 23rd of November 2019, and I'm gonna do a weekly review for you. For crypto, I'm not going to focus too much on anything apart from Bitcoin, but this is the total market cap. And what we can see here is that we have reached quite a key level of support. This is the long consolidation from 2018. This is where we were holding this consolidation, the exact level where we are. So if you talk about this entire range, this is where price has stalled for a long period of time. So if we are to still trend, then this would be a pretty good support for price to hold. Uh, More focus on Bitcoin this time. So I'm gonna head right to Bitcoin now. For Bitcoin, this is what we're looking at for Bitcoin. If you have been following me, I kind of averaged into a long in this zone sub 8500, and I got stopped out um, as soon as we broke basically below this channel. I was still a bit biased. I did not aggressively trade the breaking of the middle of the channel. Essentially, it brought about quite a good trade from the middle of the channel to the bottom of the channel. Um, and essentially now where we are, what I want to show you is uh, why this is a point of value for at least some upside and how I'd be looking to trade it. So this is the BitMEX funding and futures premium. The futures premium basically the price difference between the futures and uh, the current perpetual price. And you can see the funding currently is negative, and we are also in backwardation, which means that the futures prices are below perpetual prices. I want to show you the past performance of where price has been when we've had these market conditions where we have longs getting paid and the futures prices being lower than spot. So this is one. Here's the other one. The third one. Right here. 5 and 6. So you can see that this becomes quite a valuable area just using this metric. So this is one reason why I still feel that price has a bounce to go. Another one is that we are in the golden pocket right now. Whenever there is a strong move and price retraces back to the golden pocket, it is still a buy, and a reflection of weakness in price is only once we do start trading below the golden pocket and finding it as resistance. So currently we have had quite a decent bounce from the bottom of the channel and the confluence of this golden pocket level. So this is definitely a good area for price to find support. We are currently at monthly support at the bottom of the channel and the golden pocket. Also, the funding is paying longs, and the futures premium has completely been nullified. And the third thing I want to show you, or possibly this is the fourth one, is this fractal. It's with the dollar rand. You can see something very similar. We had a strong move up, retrace close to almost close to the golden pocket. Bitcoins has been a bit deeper, but you can see we had this strong move from the bottom of a channel to the top of a channel, made the same move, and then we had a really strong move taking everybody out. of this entire move. So that's exactly what's happened. Anybody who was even trading low leverage has been taken out by this move. So I would say that if Bitcoin is to turn around, this is a very good place for price to do that. If there are some fundamental reasons or some other reasons where price does not want to trend anymore, then it is possible that we do break this 67.30 level and move downwards. But otherwise, I think that this level holds, and this is an area of great value to be catching along. I still do think maybe not for as long as what price is showing in this fractal. I still do think that we do have to range for a while before we do get a move up, and bulls should only really be celebrating once we do take out this high now, the high that we've created. This high that is making the low, price needs to take that out. And on in terms of price action and price structure, create something that is building a higher high and higher low on a weekly time frame. But in terms of value, in terms of sentiment, in terms of funding, I think this is a very nice area also to manage your risk. And essentially, the way I'd be looking to trade this to be safe, let me go down to the 4 hour. What I'd be looking for is either for price to come back down to this monthly support. If it does, then I can take a long there with risk being managed here, or even take out this level once more and give me another place to manage my risk. If not, then I would want price to reclaim this weekly resistance of 7300, and on that reclaim I can manage my sorry, just a second. On that reclaim I can manage my risk from the lows that are created here. So either we come back a bit deeper for me to manage my risk from here, or price moves up, reclaims the resistance. I think this is a much safer buy. What I'm looking for build down here is more aggressive and lowers your probability a bit, but I really like this zone, so I do want to be buying here. Or you wait for the reclaim. This would be our first major support resistance flip all the way since we've been breaking down, and we make that reclaim and you can get a risk adjusted buy on Bitcoin. Here's altcoin dominance. This is alts against BTC. We are at on the edge of this very key trend line. We have gotten a bit of a reaction and a bit of a retrace, but considering how strongly BTC fell, alts have been doing okay, and a lot of them are retracing and moving back up again. So I did get a couple of entries on alts as well, but they're looking decent for now. Heading now to Bitcoin. Dow Gold, um, nothing much has changed from last week. You can see still consolidating under resistance. Here's resistance on the daily time frame. We have resistance on the weekly time frame, and also we have this trend line resistance from the falling wedge on a bigger picture, if you can see that. So yeah, still consolidating under resistance, which is most likely bullish. You should be in already from the bottom, so we got to wait for this consolidation to choose a direction and trade it accordingly. My preferred direction is up. Nasdaq, we were expecting price to continue to kind of go sideways and break down from this channel. You can see the downside of this channel is now acting as resistance. Even the second smaller time frame channel that we were trading, price is kind of breaking down below it, Ideally, what I would like to see is to flush out all these longs before making another move up. Um, a retrace deeper would have me thinking otherwise for this rally if we do break this daily support and start to trade below. But if we are in fact bullish, then I would like to flush this entire consolidation of this month before making another move up. We've got a couple of ideas for Natgas. Last week you knew we were looking for a short on a failure and reclaim of this was a quite a decent short. I think we got, yeah, 4 or 5% to that weekly resistance. You can see how well this level worked. Prices actually moved all the way back up again. So still got a couple of ideas for this. Just gonna remove last week's scribbles. So either we are taking out this level and breaking back down. I would take another go at shorting this if we get this scenario. On the other end, if we do get support here, I would like to trade it up to at least these highs here. And if we do get a continuation, then further up into the next weekly resistance. So Natgas is trading pretty clean. So this key level here, what we're looking for is either if we're getting a stop run, break back down, confirmation, and take another shot back down to the weekly resistance. If we reclaiming this and we can adjust our risk from this level and try to trade it up to at least these highs, if not higher. Gold is trading very well, still within this channel. You can see last week we were either looking for a short with the adjusted risk over here, got taken out of that, and I had discussed a scenario of if we traded higher to the edge of this channel, and I think we got a pretty good risk adjusted short. I'm going to remove last week's scribbles again. Yeah, so we got a pretty good risk adjusted short with gold right here and managing risk above this level. So it's trading well within the direction where we wanted to go. Would ideally wanted to um, head towards daily support, possibly middle of the channel, but would definitely want to take some profits over here. So let's see if gold is going to give us continuation, or are we going to get more consolidation and possibly another stop run above this level. For now, I think this is a good short, well in profit. If you did miss this move, you would probably want to wait and see if you get another stop run, or you'd probably have to sit this one out. Oil is trading really well within this channel. Last week we were watching to see if price does end up breaking above the channel. We did not, and I have told you before, best way to trade these channels is a short here, a short here. On the failure of this, you're basically managing your risk from this high, and first you trade half of it, take profits in the middle of the channel, and get out at the bottom of the channel. We basically broke down a little below, but a re-entry into the channel is a long setup. You're managing your risk essentially either from here, but you got a nice stop run over here, so you could have managed your risk over here. So you take a long setup up here on the entry of price into the channel. You take off half, middle of the channel, and you are out of your long trade at the top of this channel. and you get another stop run. Price enters again. So currently with the weekly resistance confluence along with the top of the channel, you would on this shorter time frame be short on oil with your first target here, this weekly support and also the middle of the channel, and completely get out of the trade. Another thing you have to do when you're trading channels is once you do hit the middle of the channel, you have to move your stop down to readjust your risk in case price has to move back against you. So essentially, yes, the channel on oil is working really well. I suggest to continue to trade it.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and go ahead and share it with someone else. And if you have any questions about what we covered today, please leave them in the comments and I will be sure to get back to you or answer them in my next video. For more trading content and education, go ahead and click on the video on your right. Thanks for watching, guys, and cheers!